Guys, what else should Mohammed Kudus do? A lot of people still underrate him. And I'm here with some updates. It has to do with Mohammed Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, Prince kwabena, and why I believe Otto Addo needs to keep this player in the national team and many more. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. Thank you very much for watching this particular video, and please make sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Quickly, let's jump into it. Let's begin with Mohammed Kudus. Yesterday, I reacted to the performance of Mohammed Kudus for Tottenham. They played against Newcastle United, and that game ended up in a 2-2 draw. Kudus provided an assist, and yesterday, after doing the reaction on Sports Corner GH, if you have not watched it yet, please go and check it. I noticed a lot of people were saying Kudus did not play anything. Kudus did not do well. But the truth of the matter is, Tottenham did not do well. They did not play well against Newcastle United. It's just that Newcastle United also did not play well offensively because they could have won that game easily. But then you see Tottenham, they had 2 shots on target. Those 2 shots on target were the 2 goals they scored from Christian Romero. Mohammed Kudus provided an assist in that game. Yet still, a lot of people believe he did not do anything in the game. The whole Tottenham team, their play relied on Mohammed Kudus. So it was understandable that he would be tackled a lot. He was going to lose possession, and it made sense. But then, regardless of all that was happening, he managed to provide an assist. Now, let me tell you this. In the EPL, he's a top assister, 5 assists. Same for Tottenham. He's the top assister at Tottenham right now, 5 assists. As if that is not all, he has 2 goals. So goal contribution this season is 7. And currently, when you go to Tottenham, he's part of the top players who have contributed to goals in the team. And I still don't get why people underrate him, because for Tottenham, he's their best signing. Look at the players that Tottenham signed and tell me which of them are impacting the team currently. Looking at their statistics, numbers do not lie. Guys, I'm showing you different numbers of how the players have performed for the club. Even with the 2 goals Mohammed Kudus has in the EPL, he's part of the top 3, goal scorers for Tottenham, highest goal scorers for Tottenham in the EPL. You understand my point? I think Kudus is doing what he was brought in to do at Tottenham Hotspur. We know he can do more. It's just that Thomas Frank has given him an instruction. That is why Kudus is not playing like the way a lot of people want him to play. But even the way he is playing now, he's impacting games for Tottenham. 5 assists, 2 goals in the EPL is no joke. Because if I ask you that, okay, between Kudus and Bukayo Saka, who is doing so well in the EPL now? You will tell me Bukayo Saka, but go and check Bukayo Saka's statistics in the EPL. It is not where Mohammed Kudus is currently. You understand my point? Kudus is doing an extremely good job, and numbers do not lie. You understand? If he was that bad, he was so bad, played so bad, how come he has those statistics to prove for it? I still stand on what I said the last time, stating that Kudus is going to end the season across all competition with 10 plus goals. I'm telling you, it is possible, it is doable. And I believe he can get it done. A lot of people believe, oh, I have been paid to do some PR for Kudus. I have not been paid for anything. Is it bad to hype our own players? Is it bad to do that? Let me know if it's bad, then I'll stop. Because this is what we are supposed to be doing. Putting our players there. Let other countries see our players like gods. That is how it's supposed to be. But I believe Kudus must not be underrated. He has done a lot for Tottenham in this short span. And even Tottenham fans that are talking bad about him, they should go and check the numbers again. If you go and check the numbers, come back and let's have this conversation. So guys, I've given you the statistics and the numbers to do your own arguments. That is not all. In the game yesterday he played, let me show you some statistics. It looked like a lot of people, they just followed the game on Twitter. They did not really watch the game. He had 1 assist, 2 big chances created, 29 out of 34 passes completed, 3 out of 3 successful dribbles, 7 ball recoveries, 5 out of 9 ground balls won. If he performed badly, then what are these numbers saying? You understand my point? But then I'm going to leave it here because we have other things to do. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. Let's talk about Antoine Semenyo. Bournemouth are not doing so well. I don't know what the problem might be, but Bournemouth needs to start picking up wins. They lost their game to Everton yesterday by 1-0. They lost that game. In fact, during that game, exactly in the 45th plus 3 minutes, that's like getting to the end of the first half, they scored a goal and the goal was disallowed. Now, even though the goal was disallowed, I was hoping that they will come into that game in the second half and perform extremely well. But rather, unfortunately, all the attempts to score a goal was just not working. But I just want to say this. The highest rated player on that pitch for Bournemouth was Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo performed so well. The goals have dried up a bit for now, but Semenyo's performance, it is so good. I am thinking about the players we have in the World Cup. If these players can put in the same performance for the national team at the World Cup, they need to fear us, because Semenyo's performance for Bournemouth yesterday against Everton was crazy. I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was top-notch performance. It's just rather unfortunate that Bournemouth were not able to win this game. And I think Bournemouth, they have a weakness. They need to find a solution to it, because looking at how this table is going, one small loss, one small draw here and there could send you further down on the table. And Bournemouth, they should take things seriously. For Semenyo, I think these are signs that he might end up leaving the club in January. Yes, because things are not going on well. He could go to a club and end the season very well. But then, guys, Semenyo in that game was rated 7.1 by Flash Score. And I think amongst all the Bournemouth players, he was by far the best. Playing so well, both offensively, defensively, he was there. I mean, Semenyo is a whole guy. His presence, his physical presence on the pitch, bro, I get the reasons why teams like Man City, Arsenal are drooling over this guy. Liverpool and Co are drooling over him because of what he's able to provide to you on the pitch. Semenyo is that guy. But I think Bournemouth needs to find a way to start winning games. They started the season very well, but then now things are not going on well, and it's so bad. In their last 5 games, they have not won. It's either they are losing or they are playing a draw, and they concede too much. I talked about this. They concede too much. They need to really work on that. But then, guys, Semenyo did not perform badly. He was rated 7.1, the highest amongst all the Bournemouth players. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Ghana Black Queens, who played their friendly against the Lioness of England. They lost that game by 2-0. Now, the first goal for England was scored exactly in the 60th minute by Kendall. The second goal for England was scored getting to the end of the game. That is 90 plus 5 minutes. It was a penalty and it was converted by Russo. So 2 goals for England against Ghana. What I want to say is Ghana might not have performed very well in that game, but defensively, we were good. I think our game, or our biggest strength I saw in that game, was our defensive ability. Defensively, we were good. And kudos to the goalkeeper. She made about 6 or 7 crucial saves in that game. That kept the scoreline 2-0. If not for that, we would have been hearing 5 or 4 or 6-0. Yeah, it was the goalkeeper, Conan. She is so good. She really kept Ghana in that game until the dying minute. And the defenders, they did an extremely good job. But I think the goalkeeper, she really caught my interest. She really performed very well against England. She was really good. And defensively, I think we kind of played better. We were well structured. It's just that 1 or 2 mistakes here and there. But offensively, we had little or less to, to offer. You understand? When we had our chances, we took them. But if you take a look at the statistics from that game against, England, you could see more of the things went in the way of England. Ball possession, England 73, Ghana 27. Shot on the total shot, England 24, Ghana 3. Shot on target. That one happened first half. Budua's shot. Ghana 1, England 10. Big chances. Ghana did not even create any big chance. England had 10 big chances in the game. I mean, Ghana did not even play a corner kick. You understand how they dominated that game. But to be able to just lose 2-0, yeah, as much as it's bad, in a way, it is okay because the goalkeeper came to the party for the Black Queens. But I believe that we have now seen our weakness and we just need to go work on it if we really want to do well on the world stage. But then guys, for the girls, they performed okay for me, and I think we just need to go back to the drawing board and start working on our performances. Lastly, I want to talk about Prince Kwabena. This player plays for Victoria Pleasant, and so far this season, out of 16 games, he has 6 goals. In their last game, he scored a goal, and this player, when I saw him in the national team, I did not know what to expect. But when I saw him score that goal that was disallowed against South Korea, I knew we had a talent on our hands. And I want to tell Otuado this. I know you are going to start working on players to call for the World Cup. Look, he might not have played the qualifiers, which I know might be a conversation out there. But this guy, that Prince Kwabena guy, he's a player. He's a good player. He's a talent that needs to be kept. And I would love to see him at the World Cup if the opportunity is there for him to be there. That guy is so good. I like what he's doing at club level. Not only that, what he did with the national team. And right now, no one is talking about him. Everyone is quiet about him all of a sudden. But the few things I've been saying about him, I'm like, okay, this guy is that guy. And I won't be surprised if he's in the team. But if he's not in there, I would really advocate to see Prince Kwabena in the national team for the World Cup. I think he adds a lot to our team. It's just rather unfortunately he was not called for the qualifiers, so it's not like it's not his fault. It was his fault, because if he was called, he would have played. You understand my point? But he did not contribute. I know that argument will come back. He's a talent. You and I would agree. He's a talent that, if we give him the full confidence, he's going to perform. Look at that goal he scored against South Korea. And what he's doing at club level, whew, it is so good. So guys, let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments. I'm going to end it here. So please make sure to subscribe. My name is Adam. Charlie, goodbye.